Hi, welcome back to another episode of The Silly Kitchen. Asparagus season is just around the corner, so I thought today's episode I would show you my, I would say, probably favorite way to prepare asparagus. I mean, I love vegetables, I love salads, I love everything about vegetables, and I don't think I've met a vegetable I don't like yet. That being said, what better way to have vegetables than to wrap them in meat? I'm sorry, vegetarians, I apologize, but we are going to be using some prosciutto today. I love baking prosciutto. I love baked prosciutto. I know I did an episode where I just showed you how wonderful it is to put prosciutto on a sheet pan and put it in the oven, because it is very wonderful. But today I am going to take some asparagus and I'm going to wrap it with prosciutto, and I'm going to add a little bit of extra flavor by incorporating cream cheese into the mix as well. So, you have your beautiful prosciutto, you have your favorite cream cheese. I do like some of the cream cheeses that are already seasoned, that have different flavors, so pick your favorite if you'd like, and just spread your cream cheese along your prosciutto. I mean, this is going to be a little bit of a labor of love with doing it, because you have to do it to every single piece. But you want to make sure, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect or even by any means, but you want to make sure that you get the ends for sure, because those are going to kind of stick it together. You've already cleaned your asparagus, kind of cleaned off the edges, and I use 2 per prosciutto. I have done 3, but I would not go more than 3. If you have a ton of prosciutto and you want to wrap every single one in it, then that works too. But for this recipe, I'm going to go 2 pieces of asparagus to 1 piece of prosciutto. I like to make sure that a lot of the asparagus is covered with the prosciutto, so I kind of start from the bottom and I do it on an angle, so that way from kind of tip to bottom most of it has some prosciutto on it. Guys, I'm gonna do a bunch more of these until I have no more asparagus left, and then I will tell you what's next. So that's it. A little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of prosciutto wrapped around these beautiful asparagus. Asparagus. I'm gonna go with asparagus. I don't know. Beautiful asparagus wrapped in prosciutto with a little bit of cream cheese layer in the middle. The one thing that I don't think I mentioned is that I don't use regular like cream cheese, even the flavored ones. I actually really like using the whipped cream cheese. It's just a lot easier to work with. Prosciutto is thin and delicate, so you don't want to rip it and work really hard with that cream cheese. I mean, you can let it sit at room temperature to soften up a bit, but I just find the whipped ones work so well. They're a little bit fluffy and airy, so you're not getting too much on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made 7. The other thing that's nice, if you have like a full sheet pan, you can put these really close together before baking them, and then you have all this additional room if you want to add some roasted potatoes. If you're doing you know, this with a side of something else, you've got room to be able to roast it at the same time, so they don't take up a ton of space. The thing is though, we are going to put these in the oven at 400 degrees for about I would say 8 to 10 minutes at the most. Nothing worse than overcooking asparagus and having it all stringy and gross. So just watch your temperature and time in your oven. You want these asparagus to still be nice and crispy, and you'll see the prosciutto just get a nice crisp on it. So all I do is add a tiny bit of salt on top. You don't need a lot because prosciutto is already kind of a cured meat, so it's nice and salty. So I just add a little bit. If you've got a good sheet pan, you don't even need to olive oil this. You just put it in the oven, 10 minutes or so is gonna be my mark. And then you're ready to place it on your plate with whatever else that you're enjoying for dinner that night. Hot out of the oven after only about 10 minutes. Oh, I love asparagus season and I love vegetables. So, you know, just wrap them in a little prosciutto and smother them in cream cheese and they're even better. I absolutely love using this style of asparagus beside really any other protein and starch that you want. I mean, a ham would be a great one. Prosciutto, ham, comes from the same animal. So that would be a given, but even with a roast and some roasted potatoes or mashed potatoes, I mean, the options are endless when this comes out of the oven. I mean, I even just like to cut a little piece and maybe just snack on it. Why do I always talk with my mouth full on this show? Because I don't like dead air, and I don't think you do either. So, enjoy your asparagus. Asparagus season is short and in its prime. It is so delicious. If you have a local asparagus farmer that you know can support, go pick up some asparagus and enjoy your veggies wrapped in prosciutto. Thank you so much for watching another episode of The Silly Kitchen. I always appreciate your comments, your likes, and your subscriptions, of course. So if you care to hit that subscribe button, that would make my day. And I will promise to post more videos. I will promise to stay silly and keep cooking in the kitchen. So thank you again. Much love. Have an awesome day.